But anyways.
Sounds right.
But okay. Sounds like people are at least connected. Alright. As the team moves forward to the next stage of events and everyone else gathering the forces and people to train with, there are a selective amount of you that have found help and others found air quotes help. Some of them you were able to convince, known as Celine, Silver, Marcus, Hawk, all were able to be convinced about the situation. For those that weren't able to, no man you just talked with, and the proper term is harassed, but he didn't seem to mind. And then there was the guy in the skull that you really couldn't convince because you didn't want to pay the man. And even if you did want to pay the man, you technically don't have the authority to do what D wants to do. So he asked, maybe talk with your superior and get back to me. The team regrouped back in this domain. And, well, D and Mickey Lou, you know your team was in the room area. So you can definitely go back there to talk with your air quotes superior. But the only person that hasn't returned here yet is Roger. And honestly, you don't know where she is. We'll begin with the main group here. Connor, looking towards all of you, does state, right then, we've gathered a good amount of individuals. Should we see what the others were able to collect or do in the meantime?
I believe so. I just hope they didn't get us into any trouble.
Yes, quite
I doubt
true.
that. They never get anyone into trouble.
Fair enough. Connor does look towards you, Micah, and just to illustrate what might happen, he also states towards Micah, I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully Dan received your message by now. And going back to where Dan is, Dan, you have helped a man get murdered. I wouldn't say you murdered a man because I don't think Dan has the mentality to understand this concept.
I don't see him anywhere.
He was eaten. Basically going into a harpy's nest, trying to steal one of their eggs, one of the chests. You managed to steal one of the eggs and divert them away. Being the egg too heavy, you tried to drag both out, but could only muster enough strength for one. Choosing to divert the harpies even further, you cracked one open, covered yourself in what looked like blood, and then hit the ground, almost being eaten or attacked. You melded with the earth, appeared where you and Gilbert first met Greg, and, well, a fight ensued where you murdered a good amount of the harpies. One of them went back to their lair. And, well, what would Dan be doing at this point? As you just now received a missive, a piece of paper from a person that just came out of nowhere. They seem to be about 5 foot tall, curved ears, a very broad build, dwarfish man.
Hello. I can't read. What does this say?
Right. Unfurls it, not perturbed by the massive amount of bugs in the area. It says, some Micah fellow is telling you that they are currently in this location. Once you decide to rip up this piece of paper, you and your surroundings will be teleported to this plane of existence. Something called the Plane of Paradise. They said to mention your group will be there.
Oh. Who?
Down here it has Micah, Mickey Lou. These all sound like strange
Mickey
names.
who? That
Mickey
sounds
Lou.
Are you from there?
No, I am a parcel carrier.
Parcel carrier, exactly. Come with me. We must go acquire my sword.
Right. Sure, I guess. He's more or less gonna stick around until you give him a tip. But you manage to get to the top of the layer of the harpy nest, and you can tell that the cave system itself has been broken apart. Not as if something destroyed it, more like something concaved it, put rocks in the area so no one can get back inside the cave system. But the
Good thing I dragged my sword out.
but the what's it called?
Hello?
Chest. Hello. But the chest and the sword are outside of the cave.
Perfect. Parcel carrier, you must carry that chest.
Extends their hand out for a tip.
I slap it.
So no tip.
That's I tipped it with my fingers.
Cash. You have no cash.
I got no money, but I sure we're going to town. I've got some bodies I can sell somewhere around here. How much does the harpy body go for?
He just looks at you, puts your hand with a piece of paper. Dan, if you don't want him to rip it up, because it looks like he's going to forcibly rip the piece of paper as soon as it gets in your hand, you can roll sleight of hand.
A knife. I will roll sleight of hand.
Okay, DC to beat 14.
Hold up. Right. Do it. What did you hear? Go ahead.
Well, that is 13. You are next to the chest, and he goes, right. Well, here's your piece of paper. You grab onto it instinctively. He rips it, and then books it away. You, Gilbert, and a whole bunch of bugs and the sword get teleported to where the rest of the people are.
That's fine by me. That was fun. It reminded me of Ragnak.
As you say that, Connor just stated, hopefully my brother isn't getting himself in too much trouble. As Dan and a whole bunch of bugs and a dead harpy body just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, Gilbert had that. That's Gilbert's. Hello, I've been on an adventure.
I
Right.
said bugs, so I'm gonna go up here as the person most adept at slaying bugs. I shall sit
Me and
Where bugs
Gilbert,
like
since
to
a lot
go,
of
the
harpies on
lights.
vacation.
all the way back here.
Right. You gonna get rid of those bugs? Says the owner of the establishment.
I don't know how to get rid of those bugs.
Did you summon them?
I summoned. I think they stick around.
Right, they're summonable, so that means I can cast banishment on them. Cast a wide range banishment spell, and they just disappear.
Thank you. They were quite annoying.
Then
Oh,
don't
they were
summon
eating Gilbert's
bugs, sir.
Oh,
At this
they're
point in
eating his
time, the
girlfriend.
harpy
They're very similar.
would have been eaten by Gilbert. Right. Well, I don't know who invited you, but welcome.
He's part of our group.
Ragnak.
Dan! So glad to see you. We were worried.
Nice. I alleviated a lot of mothers of their motherly responsibility.
hello, Dad. Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Marianne comes
Hello.
forwards. Oh, who's this, dearie?
Hello.
Oh, this is Dan.
That's
Say
Gilbert.
hello.
Oh, hello, young one. She takes out a truffle
Hello.
candy and puts it in your hand, Dan.
Nice. I slap her hand. I take the truffle.
You try to slap her hand, and it hurts your own hand. Unfortunately, she is very strong. You
That's
basically
cool.
do. The basic way I can describe it is you slap a wall, and you did not realize how much force you had in your hand that it almost hurts.
Cool.
Where have you been, Dan? What have you been doing?
I was on an adventure. I caused mayhem. No one died. They just went away. Permanently.
Not
Tempest,
yet.
Micah, you believe that someone did die due to Dan's actions. But you don't know who.
What have you brought back with you?
A box. I got
Uh,
a weapon for Doug.
You got a weapon for Doug?
Yeah, you just gotta get that sword out of there, and it's a perfect box for Doug.
Hmm. I see. Okay.
And that's when I had to choose the salami sandwich or the grilled cheese.
Oh, which one did you choose?
I didn't choose either because I didn't have my teeth and I couldn't eat the salami without choking on it. And the cheese, I couldn't bite it off. It was too stringy and it got stuck in my throat as well. So
Are you sure it was cheese? I don't think
yeah,
cheese
so I
gets...
drank the alcohol.
Ah. Huh.
I step in.
Huh.
Please remember that I have a very attractive female body and long, luscious hair, but still just D-face.
You didn't dispel the spell.
Oh, also, I'm
Nope.
naked.
And Mickey Lou is naked.
Again, area covers the bits with fog and PG-13 censorship.
You can try to cover it with the fog, but they wobble where they wobble.
Hello. Oh, look,
Hello.
it's Dan. The fish.
Ah, Gilbert.
Hello.
How have you been, Gilbert? Doug, step back. Step back, Dougie.
Hello. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
What a
Hello.
quiet
Okay.
crowd in here. Not much excitement going on, I'd see.
No.
Oh,
I feel like
some
no one
Tempest.
except for us have
You're
been
looking
enjoying the hot
ooh.
springs, though.
Huh?
I
Oh,
hope-
wait.
We were very successful on our travels.
Okay, I was too. Hold on.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Somersault up onto the
Uh-huh.
table.
Okay.
As I stand
classic.
here, arms crossed and
Mm-hmm.
titties swinging. I would like to announce we found the perfect person to join our hit squad. There's only
Oh.
a slight problem we have.
Wait, hold on. Mickey Lou.
What?
Rap down a, rap about, rap
The bike.
about, round about.
You want me to
about
rap?
the
Okay, here we go. Alright, everybody, it's Mickey Lou. I'm
No,
here
wait,
to
no,
see
I'm
but
my tongue tied.
I'm
And
looking for
I
the
looked
loo.
over my-
Everybody
Mickey Lou,
knows
I
that
see
I'm
you.
gonna poo. It's Mickey Lou. But I've got a guy, he's real strong. I don't know what, but he can't do wrong.
Uh-huh.
He only cost $1. I mean, 3 million. But you know what? I ain't gonna holler.
Great. Anyways, I untied my tongue.
My tongue was literally in a knot.
So, you know how I was going along with you wanting to put together a hit squad?
We're not putting together a
I can
hit
do it.
squad.
No, we were.
Okay, so I don't
But
know if you understood
what
my
were
rap.
we?
He only cost $3 million. Gold dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, we found someone like that. Again, I don't know why we're putting together a hit squad, but yeah, we did it, kinda.
I called
in
it a
way.
ragtag group of individuals. He
God.
wanted to get the job down as the other group didn't want to do the
Mm.
bad things like stabbing
Mhm.
people in the kidneys.
Yeah. And I called it a squad of suicidalness. Something. I'm still working on the name.
A
Gotten better
squad
at hitting it together.
suicide.
I've worked on it.
Mm-hmm. Closer. Closer.
Suicide team?
Suicide squids.
A suicide squad basically is probably what we have always been.
That's a pretty
That's
good
a
name.
good name.
We should call it the Suicide
We
Squad.
should call it the Suicide Squad.
I
That's
think
way
that
better than the
is
Suicide
taken,
Squid.
however.
Or maybe in the animated series, Team X.
Oh, like the X Factor, they're singing.
Okay, so here's that plan. Me
Go on.
and D here, this
Uh-huh.
very well-bodied woman, D.
Look
Well,
at me.
we found someone real strong who needs to join our team, but we were pretty bad at negotiating, so we're thinking about sending 2 other people down there to do the job. Those people are Gilbert and Dan.
Yeah.
I mean, Marianne, my beautiful.
Wait, also, just real quick thing. Just to know, whoever does go
Wait.
down there,
Hold on, I think
Babcock
I need to
and
clear something
barista
up.
didn't work.
I think I need to clear something up.
Okay, go on.
I mean, beautiful as our friend.
Marianne just like grabs your left hand and like pats it, and doesn't let go.
I feel hard things. As a friend.
She just politely nods.
Watch out.
D, where
Some
are you
people
going?
go to grab my hand, but
D,
Huh?
where are you
What?
going? We have
Okay. What?
we have a
Huh?
meeting.
What?
A meeting.
can somebody else please take that
Whoa,
stage and tell me what
somebody's
they
talking.
did? Because we didn't do much. Not gonna lie. Someone else take that stage.
Dan, take the stage while I talk to this guy.
No,
I'm
Dougie,
not
not you. Doug, get down.
Ba 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 ba.
Wow, we got a real crowd here today.
Yeah, also,
Makes
that's a
sense.
little
Oh,
bloodthirsty, Doug.
okay.
Jesus.
Someone's mic isn't working, and hey, Micah, why
It's
don't you
working, I
come
heard
stand on the stage and tell us what you did? Wait, it's
Yeah.
working? Maybe I have her muted.
No, it,
I'm
software
back.
issue. Welcome
Ah,
back.
you're here.
Hello. I'll go up
Bap,
on stage and talk about the things we've done.
could you
Okay.
please fill us
Alright.
in?
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to know if you think we should take the deal of $3 million gold dollars.
Okay,
for
before
one
that,
guy.
Okay, before we get to that, let's go through the things that we did which were actually productive.
Okay,
Yes.
it might have been like 3,000.
Still a lot of gold.
I think it was 3 million.
We, on the other hand, went into town and just asked this cool bartender who turned out to be a really cool retired hero, like hero.
Man.
Like he said he killed a big giant demon thing and its skull is like on this resort island. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we got him. We got this girl named Silver who is very pretty, but I told her right off the bat that I am taken. And this other guy named, what was his name?
Hawk, like
Hawk.
the animal.
Like
Wait.
the animal, like the bird.
I know Hawk.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Gertrude's child, who runs a stand over there in that one city, the one that smells bad, the one that has those people that live in those houses they have to pay monthly.
Apartments.
Ew.
I've said this before, Mickey Lou. Low-income housing does not alter the value of your own property. It does not inherently change the worth or value of
Say
your
that,
stuff
and next
or
thing
your
you
life.
know, your Petunia field is 300 apartments of people doing crime.
As this long-winded historical argument, more or less, continues on, D, what are you talking with the resort man about?
Yeah. You, person.
Yes.
This is like a high-end resort, right?
Usually only people that are invited can attend to it, yes.
I know we're pretty cool. You're cool. We're cool. We're all cool. Anyways, can I drop by the motor room, come right back? I have to make a call, a stone call, a sending stone call.
We can send a sending for you.
Yeah, it's one of those. Come here.
I lean in.
The truth is, as you can tell from my body, I am a top secret spy, and I have to do it myself.
Did you forget something on the other side and want to pick it up?
Yeah, I did.
It's what happens. Just tell me the location. You can be teleported there for about 10 minutes. And by the time the 10 minutes are up, you'll be teleported back here. But we can only do this once per individual.
Makes sense. That's fine. Makes sense to me. Okay.
Just think about where you need to go, and I'll teleport you there.
Yeah, I'd give him where, like, a town where I know a branch of, my organization would be.
Yeah. In a quick instance, he does... Why is Doug going with you?
Doug!
As he teleports you away, Doug and you both disappear, I guess.
That seems reasonable.
My old colleague, Doug. He's really undercover.
You both disappear, and the man at the front desk does state, your friend had to go retrieve something. They'll be back in about 10 minutes. I don't know why he brought along his companion, but we all need companionship. No harm in that.
Yeah.
Well, Mickey Lou. So you have found an individual who will only help for $3 million. Did you not find anybody else? Mickey Lou, can you hear
Love,
me?
you're not pressing a button.
Oh my god, I wasn't pressing the button. I bit my tongue.
Oh,
What I was saying is this. You got it wrong. It's not $3 million. 3 million gold dollars. And, yes.
Okay.
And. Sorry,
Just
kid.
yes. That's it. Yes.
Yes. That's how it ends.
What?
Has the
It's
mic
just another yes, okay? You asked the question. What am I supposed to do? Yes.
Why? Did you not check for other people?
Yeah, why would you jump straight to a $3 million deal? That sounds
We
real dumb.
didn't. We started with the low-income people. Then we went into the school, which is obviously full of really strong people. Because it would be spooky. And then what
Did
we
you say
did?
the skull or the school?
The school.
The skull.
The school.
Yeah, I'm saying it. School.
Yeah.
Yeah, the school.
I don't get it.
Come on.
Okay. So we went into their school. And there he was. Magnificent. Black horns, black hair. Looked real strong. Said he
color
came from
were
a
his
place
shoes?
called the Underdark or the Abyss or something dark.
The abyss.
And I couldn't see anything else because he was in the bubbles.
The bubbles?
Yeah, it
I
was
want
a-
to make an
it was a hot
insight check.
tub.
Is Mickey Lou totally insane, or is she
It was a
like
hot tub.
Drunk.
just not explaining things well?
Hot tub
You
bubbles.
can roll insight.
Eat smoke.
Maybe she was poisoned.
He was expensive, so we went on our way.
Very drunk.
She seems to be telling the truth, but not in a clear or concise way. There is likely someone in the skull, and he likely is, asking for money. You're just not sure if Mickey Lou's quantitative amount is exact. It could be 3 million. It could be 30,000. It could be 3,000. Hard to tell, but if you are hiring a mercenary to save the world, that 3,000 sounds about right. It's a little expensive, but
Let me ask you this, Tempest. Here's the other thing that might be the cost. How many people live in the world?
Well, I guess that
A lot,
depends on how
right?
you
Now
define
multiply that
world.
by a silver.
But like, which world are we talking about? This,
Our world,
this,
the human world.
this realm,
This
this
human realm. The
big
human realm.
rock floating through space that we're all standing on.
Yes.
This universe, this
He
this
said he
timeline.
taxed
What are we
every
talking
single
about?
person 1 silver. I think it was.
Okay.
Which is probably going to end up being more than 3 million gold. But maybe not. there could be
Did you tell
plague.
this person that if
Also, if we let the
did
world get destroyed, it won't cost as much.
did you tell this person if the world gets destroyed, he will be dead?
He lives in the abyss, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the Underdark is still on this plane, so...
The Abyss isn't the Underdark. It's basically hell.
Did y'all know
said
I
you
know
got
the
hell.
exact location of the behemoth? It's cool, right? I thought that'd come into handy, but it never did. Okay, well, back to my thing. I don't think we can afford him, but if someone else wants to go negotiate him, he's pretty difficult to negotiate.
Dude,
Inside
He's
check,
in
is he
school.
difficult to negotiate with?
But you did say you found someone who, wow, that's pretty good. You did say you found someone who killed the demon outside. That's probably pretty strong. We should probably go with him.
Not Mickey Lou. Tempest, you can tell that Mickey Lou is maybe not the best negotiator in the world, and it probably was hard because Mickey Lou and Dee were the ones trying to negotiate things.
God, you're right.
Yeah, basically, if Marianne and her looks had...
Oh no! What?
What?
Marianne just politely
Yeah.
smiles.
Mickey Lou, I think you're having a Freudian slip, as they say.
No, I would never. I say my words purposely. You
Uh-huh.
know, words are magic. That's what Marianne says. My words sound...
Did you come across anybody else?
Yes.
And
They were liars. Stinking liars. There's a bunch of kids outside that said they were good, but they're not. I know that because I was punched into the sternum and took out their heart in one go. No, actually, they just told us.
Their babysitter basically told you. There was also Celine, the person
Oh, that's
that
right.
is
There's
in
a
the same
girl,
room.
but you know what they say about those.
Okay. I
what?
don't know what they say.
They have goodies. How far back are we talking?
And, okay. I'll end it there. I've done enough talking. Thanks for being all my friends.
Sure.
Basically, I'll admit it. Back onto the talking stand. Alright, look. We went off to do our thing to find companions, and guess what?
What?
We didn't find anybody. We failed. I'm sorry.
I had a companion. He died. No, he left. He got smeared on the ground by someone who looked a lot like Gilbert, but more womanly.
Concerning.
He was a friend of yours?
Yes. No, I don't know. I think the bird lady was, but I ended up drowning her.
Molly.
So, I think it didn't work out as a relationship.
Connor just looks towards you, Dan.
There was a chance.
Don't make friends with people you try to drown, and don't drown people.
Just bird people aren't the same as fish people, it turns out. Don't really get along.
I'm sure there are reasons what happened, but if they're violent, Dan, just try to go with words peacefully. And if that doesn't help, just
I did.
try
I
to
said,
leave the
"Hey,
situation.
ladies." And they grabbed a guy and smeared him on the rocks.
Were you trying to hit on women and it
Then
went
I
terribly?
grabbed their babies and I smeared them on the rocks.
Okay, I see where this is
I
going.
lived.
Yes, I can see how this escalated.
I call it a spiral tornado.
I've had my
Right.
husband on the
Upwards.
rocks for quite a while.
Okay, this is clearly bringing something up I don't want to talk about. Looks towards Mickey Lou. So Dan, what's inside the box? As we get to that in a little bit.
A pointy
Everybody
thing.
has a box. There you are.
D, what'd you come into town for?
It's a great
I
town.
was just gonna get
Cool
that
dude.
intel that I requested,
Yeah.
just to see if there was like anything that anyone has from like, you know, maybe that celestials are weak to or anything like that.
Yeah.
Anything
It's
that
been a
helps.
couple of days looking at and examining what they could find. One of them does come over, easily enough, does state, all right, what we find isn't really much, as Celestials tend to keep themselves highly guarded, but force damage is a very good thing to... yes, force damage is definitely something to go against them, as most things cannot do with force damage. That and telekinetic damage of some way, perhaps using some sort of spells like, I believe it's Mind Spike, but I honestly, not a spellcaster, so I'm not entirely sure.
What about piercing damage from a magical weapon?
Goes on to say, magical
I
weapons
heard
will
a
be able
voice.
to, at the very least, hurt them, but non-magical items will not be able to harm them. So either coating your blade in holy water, perhaps, even though it is holy, it should still physically harm them. Silver the blade, or have some sort of enchantment casted upon them. They do
you
go
know
on.
if they're
Go ahead.
if they're vulnerable to mental attacks.
Most of them are
What
not
was that?
vulnerable. That is air quotes D. Most of them are not vulnerable to mental attacks, and most higher celestials do have advantage on any spell saving throws. If they're high up, they will at least have 3 daily auto saves that they can bring up at any point in time. So as fast as you can get those out, the likely easier they'll succumb to something. They are not completely invulnerable, but they are hard to dominate.
Makes sense. It also makes them hard to deal with my abilities. I'll make sure the team is well prepared for this
Right.
battle.
The only other...
Did you have anything for him?
Yes, they do have aerial potential attacks. Do be careful for any AoE spells if they're in the air. Try to potentially, if they are as strong as you say, Doug, they are large enough that you could potentially get on their back to attack, but they are also capable of flying, so make sure they don't get up in the air, or at the very least have some of your men on them before they take to the skies. No, unfortunately, we weren't able to get any demon lords to assist us. Very few are able to bridge the gap between the abyss and the mortal realm, and those that are generally are killed off by adventurers. The last one that came into this mortal realm was roughly 28 years ago.
My concern is not using a demon lord for this attack. My concern is that the members from the abyss will use this opportunity to attack either the celestial realm or the mortal realm, due to both sides being weakened. Keep an eye on that. Don't want to be surprised by a third party, if you know what I mean.
So long as no one of godlike power. From what we can tell, the angel you'll be facing is the... I forgot I named this this way.
Mom.
No,
Mom.
it's...
Mom.
No,
Mom.
it's not mom. Well, can I rearrange this into saying mom?
Maham.
M-O-M.
The angel you'll be facing is the maternal, overbearing mystic.
Yeah, Mom.
They have the attributes of keeping order and law. If these things are changed or altered in any way, they will try to rewrite them back into a just position, which is likely why they are the ones that are trying to cleanse the world after the souls that were let loose due to the door being open for so long. Yes, this mom.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the story about my dad?
No.
You know how he turned into a table? A sad story.
Right. Well, if there's anything else, D, if there's anything else, go ahead and say it. Otherwise, you will be teleported back.
Nope. I think that's what I wanted from that.
Okay. You go, yes, there's something. In fact, and you get teleported back.
And that's how my father got turned into a tape. Oh, I'm back. Oh, Doc.
Mickey Lou, we can't hear you.
Come, Doc.
Oh, not again. My voice is gonna die if I keep doing that. Hey, I needed you. Where were you? I was up there and I fell flat. Nobody fell. I didn't do well.
I was reading a book. Also, in that book,
Okay. Come down, mama.
it's not a puppy. It's not a dog.
It is a dog. What?
Okay. I will relay the
It's
information
got
that I
bad
got.
feet.
Yeah, you tell them about.
But in the form of a child's short story.
Yeah, you tell them that long ago there was an angel that was highly effective to force damage. So in order for them to be destroyed, the sun called upon the clouds, and the clouds called upon the rain. The rain caused a flood, causing the angel to drown due to the force of the rain. In doing so, the people around were able to pierce and bind the angel to the earth, allowing prosperity to reign once more. Due to holy magic and the purity of magic within the weapons, they were able to do something. Keeping the angel down in the ground allowed them to actually affect the world, and thus humanity or humanoids were able to move forwards, and that is the story of a flood or something like that.
And that's why you should always do your homework.
You should have, I don't know, read the Bible.
What?
Thank you.
Oh. Also, if they, I learned that, you know, if the person takes to the air like a bird, like Gilbert. Wait, is Gilbert the thing we're fighting? Are we fighting Gilbert?
We could all sit on. No, we can't all sit on Gilbert. But
Oh, okay.
I could.
But if they take to an air,
possibly
we should spread out because they apparently Celestials can do a large amount of area damage.
Celestials.
I squint and look at Gilbert.
I'm still not sure if it's Gilbert or not.
Well, hard to say.
Well, obviously, we need to get all of our weapons either holy watered or silvered or enchanted.
Oh,
Should
yeah.
we proceed with that?
I would like to say my alcohol is already holy.
Should we have the others meet us and then all go get our weapons done? Probably that would be a better idea.
I don't have any good weapons. I just throw a spear and then I lose it.
Yeah, but or we could, you know, blast a spear.
Dan,
Marianne, you can stay
Yeah, but then I
here.
throw it and it's gone.
Dan, is there
It's like
any
a one-hit
way?
wonder.
Dan, is there any way you could drink holy water and then spit it out as your acid?
My gosh, I can
Oh my
control holy
God.
water.
Who is that dreamy man? You, like me, show all of your wrinkles.
Tempest, why don't you introduce our guests?
Marcus Aurelius.
Who?
Are we early?
Oh, yes. Silver, Marcus, and Hawk, the three amazing adventurers that we told you about earlier, who we did not
wow.
have to make a deal with to pay $3 million.
That's
I don't know
amazing.
if you
Can
know
any
this.
of y'all?
But they seem
Hello.
like a good choice. But you should probably
hello
watch
there.
Hawk. Someone said he might be, you know.
Your dress, I would look amazing in it.
I'm still in that body.
Oh, that's right. Mickey Lou puts on some clothes.
Well, I am a tapester. I don't know how to say it. Tapestrier. Well, I am a clothes designer. I can definitely.
Right.
Sure.
Pastry-er.
I honestly don't know. There's a proper term, but I'm gonna say
Tapister.
clothes designer. Clothes designer. I can definitely make something for you, or you can buy one of my products already.
Now, what I'm trying to say is, you're good looking, but not as good at looking as me. That's my compliment. Okay, goodbye.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh,
That was pretty smooth.
I know that she's gonna call.
Yeah, she probably will. sometime.
Can any of you people pick that up?
Yeah.
Hawk just looked towards you guys. Right then. Well, we might be a little bit early, but thank you all for allowing us to join you and your merry brand. We actually, well, to train nonetheless.
What?
Did you find
We're
people?
so glad
We're
you're
full.
here.
We are very
Five
glad.
people. One.
Okay
Yes.
then.
Yes, Dan, go ahead
We're
and
full now
count.
because we're all here.
Okay, wait. Nobody has black horns. That's fine. Continue. Everyone else looks pretty strong.
Silver does state, right, well, whoever this last man that we're waiting for, I have set up the beach so that there are an enchanter there to meet
Yeah.
us. So if there's anything need to be done with your weapons and armaments, we can do it there. And then the branding
Yeah, I got
of
that
my
to be done.
shop will also be encoded within the work.
Whoa.
Thank you so much, Silver, for taking the initiative. I do apologize. We do have a few people that are somewhat at times possibly difficult to work with.
Oh, extremely.
But
Yeah,
please,
no, Tempest is terrible.
please feel free to ask Tempest, myself, Connor, Becky.
Gilbert,
If
don't
you
stand too close. He gets stingy.
Thank you. I must be standing out over here. Thank you for letting me stay humble. My God. Yes, and me, Mickey Lou. I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm pretty cool. These are my friends, and I am humble.
Are you humble, Mickey Lou?
I am. I'm trying a new thing. Humility.
Humility.
I killed my 3 husbands, and I still think about it in my dreams.
Yeah, we're working.
Also, I like me.
Huh? Huh? Mickey Lou, you cut out there for a bit.
Must have been the wind.
Oh, yeah.
Must
The
have
wind does
been.
that.
The wind shortly finishes the sentence. Ariane.
That's fine.
Marcus does state. Right, well, at any rate, we'll be happy to train with you guys regardless. And the individuals that you're speaking, Darkhorn, I suppose we're more than willing to wait. We are early for this man, so if you do need to get them, we will be here.
Are we really waiting for this man that wants to be paid to save the world?
I say no.
I agree. Let's go to the beach.
Beach episode.
Mickey Lou, do you just leave Celine here?
Who's asleep?
The lady over here. The main caveat for her to join was, introduce her to the rest of the team.
Okay, we can go talk. Tempest,
have to. I think it's funny.
No, it's up to Mickey Lou if Mickey Lou wants to go.
Mickey Lou, you're not pushing the button again.
Nikki Lou is
You're
suffering
not
from
pushing
dementia.
the button.
She has dementia today.
My fucking God, I fell asleep. Something tells me there's somebody behind me, but when I turn around, all I see are wings.
Ow. That's Doug.
Not Doug. Doug's
Gilbert.
down there. Behind me is Gilbert. There was something I was supposed to tell everybody.
Uh-huh. What was it? Maybe I can jog your memory if you're thinking of something.
It
Was it about the skull?
Was.
The skull?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Black
I figured
horns.
it out.
Before the skull, when we broke into
I
that
need the
one place with the
bathroom.
fire? A bathroom? Oh. Oh, I think she just remembered she needed to go to the bathroom.
Eh?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
An hour later, you guys head over to the beach.
Bye, Celine!
Wait, oh, that's
That
it.
was great. She was a great person. She said she would join the suicide squad.
Celine,
Before we
that's
had a
who
name
it
for
was.
it.
Celine was strong. She was gonna join us, but y'all forgot to ask me.
What?
Uh,
Oh, yeah. They did forget to ask.
Teleporting into the area, you are now in a free non-occupied space. There stands an enchanter that will help out with anything that you need accustomed. And, well, immediately Dan goes over with his box.
Oh my god.
Hello there.
Magnificent. I dropped my clothes.
Hello.
Same magical effect of covering the bits. Hello there. How can I help you? Oh, are you part of Silver's team that she mentioned was to arrive today?
Who? I don't know. I just showed up. I'm just curious if you could get the thing out of this box and if it's capable of attaching it to this fine dragon behind me. He lost his recent child, his egg. He dropped it because he's got bad hand-foot coordination. And I've recently acquired this new stabby thing that I think would fit him just well if we could just bolt it on there without him knowing.
She
Maybe
cast
that's
detect.
killer.
She cast detect magic on the chest. All right, the chest doesn't seem to be problematic right now. It does have an inscription of death on it. You aware of
I
what
opened it once
it's
and I
written
almost
on
died.
here?
Nope.
Well,
That's
it
why I
does.
wanted to open it.
Are you trying to murder me to rob my things, sir?
I only ever send people on vacation, and since we are technically on vacation right now, chances are you will not vacation.
Uh-oh.
Is this some sort of euphemism for death?
Vacation? It's
Well-
like the removal of all responsibilities.
If you're not part of my boss's group, I'm afraid I can't help you.
That's fun. Well, I'll find somebody else.
Please ignore him. He has what we in the industry like to call smooth brain disease. Like like his skin. That's just silky
Wait.
smooth. His
Hold
brain
on.
too is silky smooth. But
I am also smooth.
Fair enough. It does state in the box, though, not to touch the blade with your bare hands, as it will bring about death
oh my god.
to
Can
those.
you open it? Wait. Wait.
Let's strike it.
But you're probably thinking what I'm thinking, right?
I'm always thinking what you're thinking.
Are you
If
saying?
it says don't open the box and it kills you.
No,
what's
the
in
blade
box?
itself.
The blade. There's a blade?
That's what
Wait, what?
your
Is this one
friend
Dan
said.
talked about?
Oh, if you hold the blade and open it, it's probably full of gold.
Are you trying to murder me?
No, I'm trying to think what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold the blade, open it up, and get the gold inside.
Looks towards Micah.
You might have the
Is there
same
something I can
brain
help you with, you, sir?
disease.
Thank you so much for coming to enchant all our stuff.
Tempest.
Okay, you're part of Madame Silver's team. Right, happy to help. If you have any new armaments you need, your weapons need to be reforged or enchanted, just let me know and I'll be happy to do it.
Do I need to tell you each one, or can I just say I'm laying all my things down and you just enchant away?
Yes, you're more than able to do that. The only thing that you would need to tell me is if things need to be enhanced. I can enhance the one item that you possess, and I can enhance one armor that you also possess.
I overheard this.
Okay, so armor being what?
The type of armor you have on yourself, a shield, some cloak that you possess, maybe your boots.
Okay, let me look at my inventory and I'll get right back with you.
Of course. Maybe look for studded armor, plate mail, things like that are usually what I mean.
A displacement cloak?
That's already enchanted. I cannot advance that further. There is a potential risk that the enchantment does break apart.
Oh, that would not be good. Got
Guys, I
2
think John's
cashews in my
getting
pocket.
smarter.
There are also a variety of
Scrolls.
things we also have here that you could partake either one of if you don't want anything currently advanced and thinking about getting something new. All the while, Mihilu was playing with the turtles, and now Doug is.
Good boy, Dougie. Get him with your teeth. Look at that, Connor. Dougie's getting him with the teeth. I remember just yesterday when I got that dog, and I was like, that dog lost its toes, and I need to give it a good life. It's walking on bones. What?
Like, okay.
What?
Right.
Yeah?
By the way, Tempest, as Becky here, I have decided not to touch the blade.
Oh, okay, good.
I just thought that maybe there was gold in it, but then I realized it wouldn't be that much because it's not a very big blade.
It's true. Even if it was 100% gold, it wouldn't be worth that much.
You're saying there's a chance it's 100% gold?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, Mickey Lou, come watch this.
What? Where are you?
Come here. Come here.
Where?
Come here.
Where?
Up here.
Where? What?
Come here.
What's
Watch
this?
You wanna see some skill?
Is this an urn?
Hey, Silver.
Yes.
Some people say I'm very smooth.
Nice.
My brain is. Yeah.
All right.
That's a good pickup line.
I know. I've been working on
Should
it.
probably call you.
No. Yeah, you can send me a sending down.
I think
Cast you
she's gonna send
away.
you to the sending zone.
You
Alright,
might be a little bit out of my league. I'd rather stick to my own fish.
Bro, have you seen my body?
young folk, huh? Well, guys, okay. I
Okay.
just want you to know I'm here to train, and I might be in dead last, and I might not be the strongest person, but I'm definitely going to not die. So stand in front of me while we fight, and
Well-
I'll protect you with beer.
All but one of those things are true.
All right. Before D and I tell you how the training is gonna work, Micah, you were saying.
Yes.
Yes, I've looked, young lady, at my items, and besides everything, I do have a shield and some chainmail. I assume I wear the chainmail.
Correct.
I would like to also enchant my shield in chainmail.
We can do an armor set or a weapon, but we can also just double up on armor or weapons. So,
Enchant my weapon too.
Now,
of course.
enchant my pokey
Thank
stick.
Hand her my pokey.
Please get in line.
Oh,
No,
Micah,
I
I
already
didn't
did
see
it.
you there.
I
You're
made my
so
decision.
frail.
You're
going so
I
slow.
don't usually see people who sneak up all frail like.
If you want her to enchant something, it is basically armor, weapons, or it can be a weapon, or an armor.
So we only get 2 things enchanted.
Yes.
I'll get my weapon.
So if our weapon is already like a +2, or if our armor is +2, can that be enchanted?
It could be bumped up by 1.
Does she sell armor?
Whoopsies.
She does. But yeah, Micah, you
All
can
I have is pants,
your
collars, clothes.
your new AC because of the armor enhancement and the shield enhancement would be at 20. And Becky, what weapon are you trying to get enhanced?
Flame sword.
Is it already a +1 blade?
I don't know.
And it's probably not.
It doesn't say +1.
Then your flame sword will have a modifier of +1 to both attack and damage.
Thank you.
I think I would like to just get my chainmail enhanced, and then one of my long swords. Is that possible?
Of course. Your new AC is 19, and one of your long swords is a +1 long sword. So you add a +1 to your attack, as well as your damage.
This means nothing to me, but I assume you will walk me through it.
It happened.
Of course.
Strong again.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can I... Also, I have a question. Can I melt down my silver and put it on my teeth?
But you're a
we
vampire.
But
We
wouldn't that
can-
hurt you?
Yeah, wouldn't you?
I am asking somebody of knowledge.
we can make caps for your fangs, but we would
Right.
have the silver isolated outside of your mouth, but you can effectively bite things that way.
Oh, that's true, because silver hurts me.
Yeah.
Ah!
Double
for-
hurt you.
I forgot that. Never mind. That would...
That would have been bad. Who would have known?
Ow.
Hurt.
At a game, Micah, they can definitely do that. Basically, what they'd be doing is making caps for your fangs. The only way you'd be affected is if you bite your lip or something.
That'd be a really painful bit lip.
But it wouldn't kill
When you
me.
suck
It
that
wouldn't kill
lower
you.
lip in,
It wouldn't kill me. It would
look
just
like
be
that.
painful.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless Micah actively says, I bite my lip, you'll be fine.
Or if I could put it on my claws,
Also true.
and then that would give me a further reach than it biting. But if I got it on one of their backs, I could scratch them bad. I want to put some silver on my claws, please. Make some silver gloves that my fingers fit into,
Of course.
that are protected on the inside.
Sure, that will be outside of the range of what we have already established with Miss Silver, but that will only cost roughly around 100 gold.
I'll do it. Thank you very much.
Of course. And now your claw attacks will affect the angels.
I've taken 100 off of my gold.
Okay, I did it properly, which is good. So Micah, basically, I've already adjusted your armor class. It is now at 19, which means that someone needs to roll a 19 or get to 19 to actually hit you, which is a lot harder than normal. And your longsword has already been changed into a +1 longsword, so that's already included with your attacks.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Oh, and my chainmail, right?
Yeah, that's the +1 to your AC.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's become a little bit harder to hit Micah. Becky, you wanted the flame sword.
Yeah. I think I already added it, but I probably did it wrong.
Wait. Becky or Mickey Lou?
Oh, Becky. Becky wanted the flame sword. Mickey Lou's stuff is already enchanted, I believe, too.
I believe
isn't
so.
it? Yeah.
But for some reason, I cannot find Becky.
Oh, no. It's in the bottom characters. It's another drop down.
Because she's extremely powerful.
She's too powerful.
Oh, got it.
She's too strong.
It's Round Rock. Scramble Grimgrimber.
And Ray. May he rest in pieces.
Remus or Ray?
Ray.
You killed one of them.
Ray.
Yeah, looks like he did it fine. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, your flame sword's good.
Yay.
She does look towards Dee and Becky. Miss Becky, you do have one more. Can I help with something with you, sir? Looks towards Dee.
Ah, my Pokepoke.
Yes. What is that describing?
I mean, this little poke. There's a little tiny poke.
And my dagger over.
I want to make it super poke. So when they poke, they go like, "Ow, son of a bitch! Why?"
Of course. +1 dagger.
Well, it's already a +3 dagger, so. don't know
Things
how
can't
much
be
more
enchanted
it-
beyond +3.
Oh, can't? Okay. So then. Will it
It
still
could
do
be enchanted with an
damage?
elemental attribute, I guess.
Well, my main thing is just to make sure that because it's just a normal +3 dagger, so it just do. So I just need to make sure that it would harm a celestial.
Yes, that should be able to do something.
So then can I? Can I use my upgrades to maybe add some force damage, like split the damage between just physical and force? Is that a plus
It
one?
would probably cost you both of your enchantments, but they can definitely do that.
Fine.
Okay.
I'm a very fragile pokey poke person.
Yeah.
I can just
Dagger
step out of there if I need.
plus. Damage type 2. 1d4. Okay. Ba-ba. Ba-ba. Okay, I did that properly. Yeah, your dagger now has force damage included.
Now so this will like, so if I stabbed a fish, like a fish that looked like a human over there, he would probably say "ow."
Very
No
much
fish here, just a man in a
so.
hat.
Right.
Oh, yay! We did it.
Well, before we continue on, I'll tell you what exactly is going on.
Oh.
The enchanter can add a bonus to your armaments. It can give you a +1, but can go no higher than a +3. If you already have a +3, they can add a additional bonus or attribute to it. Take, for examples, D now Force Dagger. But you need 2 of those, 2 open enchantments to do so. The way Marcus, Silver, and Hawk are going to work is Marcus can enhance as long as you train with him. You can train with up to 2 people. Marcus enhances your strength. Silver enhances your charisma or dexterity. And Hawk increases your charisma and wisdom.
I am so charismatic.
Marianne increases
Yeah,
your
right.
constitution and strength, and Connor increases your wisdom or intelligence.
Let's go with Marianne.
One of them was what, charisma and wisdom?
I'll just split them apart. Marcus, big strong boy. Silver, intelligence and charisma. Hawk, wisdom and charisma. Marianne, constitution and strength. Connor, wisdom and intelligence.
I have a question. Do you know, like, the numbers you need before it, like, gets translated into actual intelligent points? Like, if I go
if
from
you're at
18 to
10
19, would I get another? Or
No,
is that
at
just
20
not
is when you get a bonus.
It's at even
Okay.
numbers.
even numbers?
Mhm.
20?
So
Okay.
Getting my charisma.
12, 14, 16, 18, and 20.
Okay.
If you train underneath one of them, you can either enhance one or both. But if you enhance one, it'll give you a +2. If you enhance both, it'll give you a +1 to each. And then you'll have to decide to train underneath of them again or switch over to someone else. The enchanter, as mentioned beforehand, can just sell you stuff, but also can enhance your current items to either +1, +2, or +3, or if you have 2 open enchantments available to you, an additional bonus attribute.
I would like my armor to go from +2 to +3.
Yep.
Cool.
Silver, are you intelligent? I'm looking for the most intelligent person.
Very wise, yes.
Wise or intelligent?
Sorry, colloquialisms. Yes, quite smart.
Oh, so am I. I'm a genius. Some would say. I would
Tempest,
say.
you beat me to it. Sorry, I was trying to change Tempest's AC and they beat me to it.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'd be happy to train you if that's what you desire.
Yeah, I can even do maths and stuff. I think.
I'm sure you can. But what I can teach is increasing your own intellect or perhaps your own charismatic value.
No, I'm super
Oh, wrong
charismatic.
person. I didn't
Have you
pay
seen me?
attention. I'm not
I went to
very
a
smart.
party once.
Of course.
Dan was at that party. We went to a party.
I've got
Mhm.
charismatic cats. I lost
We
my
did
grandma.
try to poison people there, and then it kind of fell through, and then we destroyed an entire city. But it was a party, and
Gosh.
we did good, I think.
You can tell. Well, maybe not you guys. She's just being polite.
Make it Lou, she wants me.
Who wants you?
Who do you think?
What?
What?
Your mom?
No.
Okay. So I'll ask the team. Those of you that haven't decided on things to enhance, we can do that now or later. But let's do that a little bit later. For now, let's see who trains underneath who for the first couple of days. Does anyone train strength underneath Marcus?
I do. Actually, Mickey Lou does.
Uh,
I mean,
Actually-
Becky Lou.
uh,
Too many people.
Marcus
Becky's going
can do
Marcus.
either dexterity or strength. I forgot. That's why he was. It felt weird underneath my notes.
I will do strength as well.
Okay.
She's very powerful.
If my dexterity is already at 20, it can't go up, right?
In normal cases, it cannot go up, but trained underneath a specific, as you guys put it, legendary warrior, it can
Legendary.
definitely go up to at least 22.
Oh, damn. Okay. I'll do that then. But I'm gonna do it at the same time as Becky, and I'm going to do all the same exercises, but utilizing dexterity instead of strength, so that I can still be very
Oh.
impressive to her.
Of course.
I find that impressive, love.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we going to be able to train with all of them or just 2?
2 of them.
Okay. And the other one is going to be not dexterity and strength. The other one's going to be intelligence and wisdom.
Marcus is dexterity and strength. Silver is intelligence and charisma. Hawk is wisdom and charisma. Mary Ann is constitution and strength. And Connor is...
Slow down.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Mother,
Can you maybe post a picture in
Micah,
Discord of your
Micah, what do
list
you
or type
want
out?
to train?
yeah, it's better just to get what she wants to trade.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 3 in intelligence, a 4 in constitution, a 5 in
Okay.
dexterity, and a 5 in strength. I have
That's
a
pretty
9.
good.
I have a 9 in wisdom and 11 in charisma. So I don't think I need those.
Again, you get an extra point at even numbers. So if you had odd numbers, it'd be good to get what you want and just go up to an even number.
Okay.
My
So-
dexterity could go from -1 to 0.
Okay, so I can
Yeah.
do.
I don't want it.
I'll do Mark, but then who has intelligence?
Silver or
Silver.
Connor.
Connor is what?
Wisdom and intelligence. You don't have to train both of them if you don't want to, but you can train underneath one and it'll give you a +2.
Okay, I'm gonna do Silver and Connor. Good, I'm done.
Okay. I should probably...
Are we gonna have to roll for these?
No, these are genuine training arcs.
Look, we're getting so strong.
Marianne, Con... Oops. And strength. Spelled strength wrong.
Ooh, Mary, you're gonna keep losing accident.
Okay, that's basically the list.
Mickey Lou is a doppelganger.
Accidentally. How do you change a token?
What do you mean?
Change the picture.
Oh, you go ahead and find me a token, or you can find one yourself. When you've found
okay.
one, you put it into the character sheet where it has like drop here or... Okay, I see what you did.
Yeah. I'm leveling up Mickey Lou from her training. She's getting the power.
She hasn't been
Wow.
trained yet.
She's thinking about it.
Okay, but Micah is doing Silver and Connor. You don't have to choose both of them immediately. You can definitely think about it.
No, I'm doing Mark, and Connor.
Oh, Mark and Connor.
wait,
Okay.
wait. Yes, Mark and Connor. Silver and
guess-
Connor were the same things.
I guess, Marianne, it's you, me, and the birds.
She politely nods. I don't know why the birds are there.
Gilbert and that thing. I call that one the thing.
Gilbert's training.
Because it's weird.
The chicken needs to have a name. Let's call it Penny.
Not gonna live long.
That's true. We should feed Penny to Gilbert.
And it's very rude. But yeah.
Gilbert likes birds.
Who trains underneath Silver other than Dan and D? Okay. Anyone underneath Hawk?
Ouch. Connor.
Happy.
Sure. No one's training anything underneath me, I think.
What does Hawk do again?
Go, Doug. Dougie.
Wisdom and charisma.
Birds.
Nope,
He's so
don't need that.
small. He's so charismatic.
Doug goes over. Bah. Mary Ann, looks like birds and Mickey Lou. And Connor doesn't even get a pet. He's just there. Fair enough. Own personal training. I guess I can do that.
I'm going to do you next, Connor.
What
Phrasing,
did you
sir.
mean by that?
Phrasing? The hell?
That seems like sexual assault.
It does.
Just poor choice of words. Just poor choice of words. So, do I have montage music? I'm not entirely sure.
Montage. Cue the training montage.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Some early 70s.
Okay. I'm just gonna find something randomly. Oh, you know what? I'll just play the song that I was playing for Mickey Lou's Wrath.
There we go. Mickey Lou's Wrath time.
Okay. Marcus looks towards Becky and Tempest and goes, right then, Micah soon enough joins back in. Oh, Micah, you joining as well?
Yes. And then I'm going to do Connor.
Oh my god.
Again, sir, phrasing!
You have a wife.
I'm gonna do
Marianne turns to see you.
That wind again.
Marianne. Marcus then. All right then, quick warm up. 1,000 laps around the beach. Everyone ready?
Can we fly?
Not unless you want to build up your strength or dexterity.
Okay, so I'm all for this, but can I do 1001 on my fingers?
I mean, this is just a warm up.
Oh, okay, cool.
God damn it, Marianne, if you have me running laps, I don't know if I'll make it out alive.
Becky, Tempest, and Micah, tell me how you run laps.
I run laps, but instead of like runs, they're like squat jumps.
Yeah.
It's like squat, jump, squat, jump, squat, jump, building up the leg muscles.
I skip.
I parkour.
Damn.
Using the rocks, skipping, and squat jump in the area. Marcus is keeping pace with you guys, making sure, rooting for you guys to keep it up. Basic coaching situation. It is a long warm-up, but it is a warm-up nonetheless.
I'm starting to breathe heavy.
All right then, next. I want you to get the boulder from this hill down to the sand and back up again.
I got this. Squat jump on my arms.
Becky uses squat jumps to lift the boulder up the hill as fast as possible, bring it back down, and continue to do that for a good process of time. Tempest, what are you doing to get a boulder from a hill down and then back up?
I construct a pulley system, and I pull the rock up, and then I slowly lift it down.
Yeah, definitely using a pulley system, using your dexterity, you cause the friction with the rope to bring it and drive it forwards, bringing it back down, using a fulcrum. Micah, what are you doing?
Using my optimal glutamus maximus muscles, I'm going to push it down and push it back.
For sure. Using your gluteus muscles, you definitely are able to do so. Using your very firm back wherever, you
And
definitely do so.
My awesome muscles.
Mm-hmm. Are any of you training anything outside of your strength or dexterity? As in, are you doing both or are you just doing one?
I'm only doing strength.
Oh wait, that's Mickey Lou's voice. I'm only doing strength.
I need to do both.
Okay. Well, Becky, you do get a +2 to your strength, the big number. So if it's at 18, it's now at 20. Tempest, same with you. If yours is at 20, it is now at 22.
Cool.
Micah, since you're doing both, you add 1 to your strength and 1 to your dexterity. The big number, so if it's 13, it's now 14, and if it's 12, it's now 13. Would you like me to do it, or would you like to do it yourself?
I'd like you to do it. And now I see that I was looking at the wrong numbers. But that's okay. Let's go with strength and dexterity. Okay. Super duper.
Okay. Switching over to Silver and the rest of the gang, Marcus goes, all right, gang, great first day. Next, we're going to work on lunges. More groaning on that end. Silver looks towards both of you. Right then, what exactly would you like to be trained underneath? I can provide intellect
train
or charisma.
Charisma. And intellect. Charisma first.
Very well. It looks towards D. He says nothing.
Wait, I don't want
Hey,
intellect. I don't.
I'm here
just
to be
charisma, and
very
then wisdom.
intellectual. I read books.
Hey, you're the wrong
sometimes.
person.
They have pictures in them.
Oh, charisma.
I like
Uh,
pictures.
Then I gotta go
in them.
train with Dougie.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Sure. D, do you go to Hawk?
No, I'm doing intellect.
All right. Okay. What about you, Dan?
Come on,
Okay.
Here.
Charisma. I want
very well,
charisma
then.
and wisdom.
Training underneath Silver. All right then. Intellect. I can provide to you a understanding of the market, general trade goods, as well as further development for a market industry. Are you prepared to study?
Yes.
You, D, it's a weird training, but a training nonetheless. Go over a whole bunch of ledgers, see how they could be financed properly. You begin to see the big numbers go bigger, the small numbers go smaller, to make things as balanced as possible. Does D ever go unconscious during a lot of number talk?
D would fake doing it, but would be paying close attention.
Yeah. Paying close attention, drawing eyes that are open, but secretly having peeking through the numbers and actually doing the work. You can tell that Silver is very smart. She is an industry of clothing for a reason. But through it all, you are able to bear it. On the first day. All right then, now that the small work is in order, we can go down to actual finances.
Oh my god. Are you saying I should have shorted the egg market the entire time?
We always want to see the further development of markets as well as seeing how the others work in order to, well, crush them.
Yeah. Crushers.
Right. D, are you just training your intelligence or also your charisma?
Just intelligence.
Okay, then you gain a +2 to the big number. So if it's 18, it's now 20. If it's 12, it's now 14.
I'm smart.
I'm just saying. I don't have your character sheets memorized.
It's 20.
Hawk looks towards you, Dan, and Doug. Right then, I can train you in wisdom or the good sea shanty charisma. What shall it be?
Charisma.
Baha. No,
don't
I
think
can't train
can
you.
Train as well as that Doug.
Doug like walks away.
Got weird feet for a Doug. Oh God.
Uh,
It's perfect.
Doug begins to go over to Marcus and train underneath strength.
Whoa.
All right then.
So powerful.
Right then.
I was thinking about sticking Doug in that box. Never
Uh,
mind.
Young fishman Dan, was it? I can definitely train you in a good song or two. Are you ready?
Human dad who happens to be fish-like. No, Dan does not sing.
Well, I can only train you so well. Here we go.
I
And
am very charismatically uncharismatic.
he begins to train you, and more or less, since you don't sing, you just begin to dance rhythmically, or at least try to. How good do you think Dan is
Gyrations.
at gyrating?
How good is he at fluid movement? His arms are like cartilage. Moves very squid-like.
You just begin to like worm your way around noodle dance. It does get good after a while, but it is a long, arduous task. Oh, I was gonna wait to change your character and when you game your turn.
Ah, yes.
That's
well,
fine.
I'm doing it ahead of time on accident.
It's all good. I was just gonna do something dumb, like immediately switch it over once you did that.
I was supposed to, but I accidentally made it work. I was trying things out.
That's fine.
It was gone
You-
completely.
That's fine. You can put it there. You can put it there. It's okay.
Okay.
You just beat me to it.
Damn it.
Dan, you just noodle arm your way into a good dance. Your charisma is now up by +2. You're the big number, not the smaller one. So if it's...
Oh, I want some wisdom in there. I'm max.
Oh, you train both?
charismatic.
Or just one?
Lost my character.
I'd like both.
Ba, 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 ba. Got you covered. Yeah. After a good dance here and there, you ask him, how do I train my wisdom? He goes, oh, right.
Wise enough not to
Wisdom.
dance.
Well, you have to observe your surroundings, see how others treat you, and in turn react to it. It takes
They treat me like a
knowledge of the
fish person.
streets.
Sometimes Gilbert gets treated more human than me. I mean, he's at least able to eat humans like everybody else in this group does. I just gotta stand back and watch them do these horrid things. One time I put poop all over the wall, and then I rubbed a person on it and they murdered him. I stabbed him once in the back, but all of them killed him in the poop. And then we saved the world. And I stood there and said, this is fine. This is how humans act.
That is not at all true, but it's a good thing you are thinking things, your actions through more than once. Not the way Hawk was going to train you, but self-reflection, Dan, is a good training way of doing things. Sure, why not? Your charisma is up by +1, the big number, and your wisdom is up by +1, the big number. So if it's 13, it's now 14. If it's 15, it's now 16.
If it's 19, it's now 20. And if it's 17, it's now 18.
Yes.
Powerful.
That's how +1 work. And again, you can't go past 22 if you're already at 20. Marianne, what's Mickey Lou training? You either get
Mickey
con
Lou.
or strength.
Is training strength and con.
Okay. Marianne begins to load you up with a whole bunch of cooking sheet trays.
Oh my god.
She begins to start a fire quite quickly, burning and blazing the area quite easily enough. And like a very kind but over-encumbering grandmother begins to load you up with more snacks, with more treats, with a whole bunch of clothing that she thought would look nice on their granddaughter or something of that nature. Just piling it on, late 90s sitcom style.
Whoa. Marianne, these glasses of heart-shaped love, they are making me flow with energy. Energy I've never felt before. I think for the first time ever, I'll be even stronger than I was last time, which wasn't very strong. Marianne, while we're here alone, and the beautiful noises of birds, I would like to say, I like you.
And at that moment, Mickey Lou is surrounded in Mickey Lou energy, and she is also evolved. Dr. Mickey Lou.
Oops.
The Love Doctor. I'm ready, but also very blurry, so I'll fix that sometime.
Yeah, there you go.
The Love Doctor has now emerged. Mickey Lou does... Sorry, not Mickey Lou. Marianne does a cute thing and, like, holds your hand, brings your face down for a cute cheek kiss.
Thank you.
You said you were training your con too, so she's also making sure you eat properly, a nice balanced diet. Your con and strength have now bumped up by +1 both, respectively. If it was 12, it's 13. If it was 15, it's now 16.
Nice.
And at any time, let me know if I need to do it for any of you guys. I don't know why Mickey Lou keeps appearing out of nowhere.
Mickey Lou's.
I don't either. I keep hitting something. Maybe I haven't copied and I'm hitting so that copies it.
Maybe. Connor, for the first couple of days, trains on his own until the next following weeks. Anyone still training underneath Marcus?
No. Well, I am. Becky is, but she's already got her stuff, right?
Yeah, he can train you in dexterity or strength, and again, he can not bring you a higher than 22.
I have been in strength, so I think I think I've done my strength, right? Or can I keep going?
You can keep going so long as it hasn't reached 22.
Oh, I'd like to reach 22.
I like how you keep flipping between Becky and Mickey Lou.
It's hard for me. I'd like to reach 22.
Okay.
Come here.
Tempest, do you train underneath Marcus as well?
Yes, for the dexterity. God, why
Got
is
it.
that so hard?
Silver. Who trains underneath Silver?
So you're saying we can get more than just the initial 2?
Yes. Again, this is a very long training arc.
Oh wait, we can
Okay.
do more than 2 training sessions? Like we can work on more than 2 points, basically?
If you go to someone else, like
So like I could get the 2 from Marcus for dexterity, and then I could go to someone else for, say, charisma or strength.
yes.
That's what I'm doing.
If you
Silver,
haven't
I
hit
bet
the
you were
cap
really
of
cool, but-
22, you can continue on the training and continue to grow.
Okay, then I'll go with
Shit.
DeMarcus.
Too late. No, let's get out of here with Gilbert.
I want to do charisma. I
Or
wanna
come
be
with
real
me.
smooth.
Turns out Silver wasn't
don't
even
want
that smart. DeMarcus, I'm here for dexterity.
I am
Look,
10
I
feet
can
next
bend
to
over
you.
backwards. Ow. Ow.
Right.
I'm trying to bend over backwards, but it's hurting a lot.
You're not bending over anywhere.
Ah.
Well, let's try to get you limber. Okay, I'll ask again. Maybe I wasn't clear last time. That's my bad. There are 2 breaking points that you guys can train. The first one, you can train underneath one individual. The second one, you can continue that training, or you can switch over to a different person. If you train underneath one person, it'll give you a +1 to an attribute, or a +2, depending if you continue just that singular training. So if you're just training strength, in Marcus's case, you get +2. If you're training dexterity and strength, you get +1 to each. On the second,
Okay, so we do have a total of 2 that we can do.
per the 2 breaks. The first break you did Marcus with your dexterity. The second break you can continue on with Marcus. Sorry, no, yeah, Tempest did dexterity. The second break you can switch over or continue with Marcus and get a different +2 to add to whatever you're training.
Okay,
Ah.
cool.
So in total, +4. If it
Yeah.
helps with math.
Yes.
Yes, that helps.
Okay. You've already done 2 of those 4, so you're doing the rest of the 4. So, okay, it made that even worse. You have 4
No.
points. You've used up 2 points. You only have
Yeah.
2 points left.
Great.
Put it in simple talk.
Uh,
That works.
Marcus training underneath D, Becky, and Tempest, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone training underneath Silver? Okay.
No.
Hawk?
Learned, Alec,
No.
learned.
Okay.
He annoyed me. He was very
Marianne.
charismatic. Charismatic people can't exist together for too long.
I'm assuming Dan is training underneath Marianne, and Mickey Lou, do you continue your training?
Yes.
Okay, and
Hold on, where did you
Connor,
get this rat?
I believe Micah has said they're training underneath him.
Yes.
Ooh, Gilbert.
Okay.
And
Uh,
for this second one, I'll do charisma with Silver.
Okay.
Ow. Yeah. Get over there then.
I don't have that window open.
I gotcha.
Hey.
Okay.
Constitute me, Mary.
I want
Aw.
to remind you, Silver, that while you are very beautiful and I really dig your hair, I do have a girlfriend whom I love very much.
She's
Uh,
been hitting on me recently. It's because of my smoothness in my brain.
Silver has or Becky has?
What?
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 Huh?
But
Right.
anyway, yeah, it's great to work with you. I'm a big fan. I just wanted to let you know that.
Of course. Good. Not trying to destroy any homes.
You better not be kissing her.
Never, Becky. I love you too much.
Looks towards Becky. I'm pretty sure you already have her heart covered, Miss Becky.
I'm tearing up
Good.
a little because I love Becky so much.
I love you too.
You're you took her heart, Becky? That's
Metaphorically.
Stolen.
Muscles. The strongest
Absolutely
muscle in the
stolen.
body, they say.
Actually, they say that's the tongue.
They do say it's the tongue.
It's
They say it
the
The
punches the
strongest
most.
individual muscle.
The strongest punching muscle in the body.
I'm pretty sure that's the butt.
Marcus does state,
The butt.
right, what other than the butt? Are you two and Doug ready to train?
Yeah. Doug's too powerful, though. Are we sure we should let him do this?
There's like a dark emanating aura coming out of Doug after his first training session.
Like he's
Yeah.
getting really into this, and it's kind of getting scary.
Right then.
Okay.
I don't exactly know, but we'll see how things go. He sets up training dummies and like looks towards all of you. Right then, your first objective is to bring them down. They are heavily metal plated, so you need to use either your finesse strengths or your actual strength. Either punching really good or swinging really hard.
Ah, yes.
There are 3
Easy.
training dummies. Each of you have to bring one down. Becky, how do you bring your training dummy down?
I jump onto its head, and then you think I'm gonna jump down onto my thighs and break its neck, but instead I do a perfect handstand with my fingers, each finger, pointer finger and thumb finger, right? I'm doing a handstand, and I quickly twist them both, and the head just pops off, but I land it perfectly in a headstand on what remains of its torso.
You just rip the metal off of its head easily enough. D, how are you bringing down your own training dummy?
So I would summon some fog, and I'd rush up, and then I'd stab it under the shoulder, like in the armpit, like in between the plates of armor.
I'm
Yeah.
stabby. Stab.
And I'm like losing my mind, going crazy, kind of creepy.
Yeah. Creating a fog to disguise yourself. You bend in, stabbing repeatedly as the fog not ricochets, but wafts in the air. The people observing this can just see a manic being just stabbing into a humanoid form as it rips apart.
Stabby.
You're not sure when, but the mannequin that stands to Becky's right and Dee's left is just on the ground, obliterated into about 18 pieces, as Doug's is now on the opposite end of it,
Doug.
just buying. Bah! Trods back over towards where Marcus is.
I need Doug.
Becky, have you ever thought that maybe Doug is a god?
No, Doug's a dog, not a god. You got it close. It's backwards.
No. Oh, it is backwards.
Silver looks towards Tempest. Right then, again, are we training your intellect or your charisma?
Teach me to be smooth. A
Right
smooth
then.
talker, not a smooth brainer.
Whoa.
Of
I want
course.
to be super, you know, I want people to like me.
Smooth.
Of course. She begins to teach you what you already know, but activates it in a way that you can. What did you just post? Okay,
Ooh.
it's in Discord.
Oh no, I hate that so much. Put a shirt on, please.
Silver helps you to train your own way of speaking, mannerisms. It's a basic, simple task of having people hear what they want to hear and you activating those type of reactions from someone. It is definitely a manipulative tactic that you would need for business deals, perhaps getting what you want, what you need, or just, making friends really easily.
Whoa, so you're saying that even if I don't agree with someone, I can make them believe that I agree with them to make them like me?
Yes, it's easy enough done.
Huh. That's crazy.
Even just listening to them and nodding your head.
Oh, okay. You mean like this? I nod my head and I make a slightly contemplative face. Like that? Yeah?
Exactly. I think you have it. Tempest, your charisma shoots up by +2. Easily enough. You already had the
I
training
have
set.
a positive charisma modifier now.
Oh.
Nice. Hawk's just there dancing. He's having fun. He's more or less raving, going, sea shanties all over the place. He's having a great time. Marianne with Mickey Lou, the two air quotes birds, and Dan. Dan, what are you training? Con or strength?
Con.
Or both? Okay. Mickey Lou, you're still training both or just one?
I should be doing dexterity, but I want to stick with Marianne. So I'm going to do both again.
Okay. She then begins to use the great axe that she has on her person, hits it, and continues to hit it until the vibrations in the air begin to cast a massive amount of gusted wind. As that happens, she tells you both to hunker down as best you can and use your tools to weather the storm. Mickey Lou, how do you think you would weather this?
I am going to take my beautiful scarf ascot. I'm going to wrap it around my face, except for my eyes. So my beautiful eyes are sticking out, and they don't look threatening at all. And I would like to then pull my dress up over my head, right? And sit there like that, with just like that, in my knickers.
You do so, also making sure that your feet are in a firm position so the air does not push you back, using your own strength as well. Dan, since you're trying to enhance your con, unless you decided to switch otherwise, what do you do?
Oh, me? My body's very aerodynamic and streamlined. I just look right at it.
You just hover through the air, do a whole fish wiggle as the air current is heading towards you, breaking through it thanks to the fish wiggle. Mickey Lou, your strength and charisma go up by 1 each. So if your strength is 17, it is now 18. If your con is 13, it is now 14. Dan, since you just trained Constitution, it goes up by 2. So if it's 14, it's now 16. If it's 12, it's now 14. Going to Connor and Micah. Evening, Micah. Are you here to train wisdom or intelligence?
One
both?
of both, please.
Right then. He begins to teach you in the way he knows how, which is tutelage, training of a potential future monarch, and things of that nature. You go through the development process of how decorum is done and how other people will see you, as well as intellect and strength on things that you need to develop to be a graceful leader. Micah, does Micah fall asleep during this conversation?
Well, I do know a lot of this information as far as, since I am somewhat of a royal. But I don't fall asleep because I respect Connor so much.
That's fair. You train underneath Connor quite well. And through it all, you do absorb the information. Your intelligence goes up by 1 and your wisdom goes up by 1. So if you're at 11, it's 12, and if it's 13, it is now 14. I've already did for you, which is why I was sure of your numbers.
Thank you.
Through it all, you guys begin to train. Hawk still raving in the background.
That kid can go for hours.
It's been days at this point.
He's got a lot of
Ugh.
He's got
Why is
ADHD.
wise enough to not sing.
ADHDs.
I think it must be the mustache.
Eventually, your groups converge back together with only maybe a week left before you guys actually have to fight out. Not enough time to train, but enough time to do, last minute things if you need to do them. Maybe last goodbyes or a wedding. I don't know. The choices are up to you. That being the case, though, some of you still need or can have enchanted things. Your weapons have basically been enchanted in a way that you can do damage to the angel now. But if there's any enhancement you want to do, Mike, have you already done yours? Tempest, you already done yours? Doug, not Doug. D, you already done yours? I believe
Okay.
Becky, I think.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I got mine.
And I believe
Silver.
Dan has one left.
Silver, we have just enough time for a wedding.
Oh, I haven't used City.
Oh, okay. All right, because you air quotes threatened her, potentially.
With a box.
Yeah, with the box.
Nice.
Before we go to D and maybe being hit on, Dan, what are you doing? Or enhancing?
I don't know if Dan is wearing any armor at the moment. I mean, he's probably wearing light armor. I would like to get some medium armor.
Very well. I'm pretty sure we can do that.
Oh,
Are
I
you
have
looking?
leather armor. I don't know what that is.
It's a standard set of armor that will, basically, armor sets work like, they go with 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your Dexterity. More than likely, with leather, you'll be at 14. We can enhance the leather to be a +1,
I've been at
or we
12
can
the
sell
whole
you
time.
a different armor set.
You know, I will just put my leather back on. There it is. 14. Whoa. Very powerful. Thank you. I didn't know I was wearing pants. Do you know how I can open this box?
Have you opened it before?
Yes, I grabbed it.
Then you should be fine.
almost
The
died.
problem from what you've told me and what this warning says is holding on to the blade, as you mentioned. I would suggest not using it, or at the very least, knowing what you're getting yourself into. I'm only
What
an
if I put it on a
enchanter.
stick?
This is a curse far beyond my skill set. Perhaps speaking with a witch might be able to help you.
Oh, wow. Do curses affect... you seem very smart. Do they affect dragonoids? Like Gilbert?
Depending on how strong the curse is, or if it's very specific.
Oh, it's pretty strong. Do you think if I stab somebody with this, they would not make it through?
More than likely.
Do you think if somebody ate it, they'd be even worse condition?
Possible, but again, I am not a curse expert, unfortunately.
Do you know if people can minimize the size of cursed objects?
I believe there's a spell known as Enlarge and Reduce that can decrease or increase someone's size, so I'm sure there's a variant that can change.
If I
non-
decrease this into a small
living.
splinter and I stabbed it in your arm, like a stick, do you think you'd live?
She just looks at you, potentially threatening her again. Do you want me to enhance something for you?
I'd like you to enhance my hands to hold that item.
I am not a curse expert, sir. I can enhance items or your
What
armor.
about this hat?
Sure, I can enhance
Part
the
of my
hat.
armor set. Yes, please.
Right. Just this? Just the hat?
Just, this is my combat hat.
Very well then. Your AC is now +2 more, which is total of 16. She just enhanced your hat to get you to go away.
Nice.
That's the charisma, guys. It's working. Everything I have learned.
We're gonna go with
Please
D, and then we're gonna go with whatever is happening at the dock. What are you doing, D?
Silver, I'm going off to save the entire mortal realm. And there's just enough time for a wedding.
I hope wherever you go, you find your wedding.
Yes. And you know what a wedding needs?
Me. Well, I'm not by you.
People that have been dating for some time.
Yes, it needs Mickey Lou and
I don't know your friends that well.
you. We're getting married.
No, meanwhile,
No.
Meanwhile, as you're getting, just saying, no, thank you.
Becky, can I talk to you on this pier right here?
Yeah,
This
give me
very
1
beautiful.
second. Mickey Lou is
romantic-
trying to get her token back to normal. Yes, hello.
Yes,
Hello,
it is a
my
pier.
love.
Hi.
Look at those turtles. Do you think that when turtles get old, they turn into seashells?
You know what? They might.
Also, do you think they call sea turtles because they live in the sea?
I do think that, yeah.
Damn, the world is a
I know.
complex place. What's up?
It really is. But you know
What's
what's
up,
really
sugar
simple?
cakes?
The world is complicated, but you know what's really simple?
What is it, Tempies? The Tempster. Those are my new nicknames for you.
I love them.
Tempe.
What's simple is my love for you.
I love you too.
And so I was wondering,
Yes.
you know, the world's ending probably because honestly, I don't know that we really stand a chance at saving it.
Probably I do.
And I was just thinking that before the world ends,
Okay.
do you want to marry me?
I would marry you in front of these turtles.
Really?
Can turtles officiate weddings?
I don't think that they can officiate, but I think they could be witnesses.
Did you know a turtle can live up to 100 years?
What kind of turtle?
Sea turtle?
Whoa.
I want to live 100 years with you.
That's so sweet, Becky. I'm gonna cry.
I know. I don't cry, but that's cool.
Who do you think we could get to officiate since the turtles can't do it?
As you say this,
Mickey Lou?
No, that's a terrible idea.
Mickey Lou is not ordained.
Can you imagine the ceremony she would do? Oh my god, it would be terrible.
It would be pretty bad. I'm sorry.
As you say this, a giant dragon turtle comes out of the water, towering almost like an island itself. They have like a little bow tie,
Gosh.
respectively.
Turtle bro, what's up?
Hello, giant turtle.
I heard you needed a minister to ordain your wedding.
Yes, we were just admiring the beauty that is Tortai, and we thought we'd get
Tortoises
married.
actually are land
And we were
animals.
like,
Turtles live in water.
only if we had a sea tortoise, then they could officiate our wedding.
What a
Can
dragon
we
turtle
do that?
Yes,
workout!
actually, that's
Dragon
pretty
turtle?
cool. Also, you say you're a dragon turtle?
Yes.
Do you like gold?
Yes, honestly.
Me too. Cool. We can bond about that too sometime. Maybe we can get drinks, talk about gold. Also, you can officiate us, and we'd respectfully, if you do it where we're not looking at my grandma. She's our great aunt. Sorry, I get confused because she just looks like a grandma. Because she's staring over here, really weird with weird glasses, and she looks very like confused. So, just like if we can face that way, that'd be nice. Let's just sit up over there.
Of course. As you say that, turning around, you can tell that the dragon turtle is casting a massive spell known as
Whoa.
Create a Greater Illusion. creating more or less a banquet hall, a nice tapestry area for a genuine official wedding. We will see what happens at this wedding next time.
Someone's going to
on the
jump
price
into it.
is
Someone's gonna
right.
crash. Shannon's gonna crash that wedding.
Another dragon.
There is
Oh,
possible someone might crash this
Crashing
wedding.
to a wedding.
And after the wedding potentially is over, there might just be enough time to save the world. But at the
No.
very
Probably
least,
not.
Becky and Tempest
Imagine-
are together.
It's
Imagine that
true.
like we're all hungover from the wedding, so we can't save the world.
That'd be really funny. Let's
It's
see
like,
if
I'm sorry, just hold on. Oh god.
let's see if one of the characters will not get plastered at a wedding. We'll figure this out
Doubtful.
next time as we end the session for today.
Yay.